Hi, friends. Well, this is a day of big thanks. I live in the Pacific Northwest where everything is burning, particularly on the east side of the mountains. The smoke has been, if you're not directly in the fire zones, the smoke has been horrendous. It's turned communities into ghost towns. And yesterday, I went out. I wanted to do some filming for this video, actually. And I drove up to the hospital where I could get maybe a better view of the area. The wind was blowing, probably 35 miles an hour, but the smoke was so intense. The hospital parking lot had very few cars in it. And the streets were virtually empty. Everywhere I went was like a ghost town. And I think about the firefighters, the animals, the environment. It's really a very difficult time. And now there are also dwellings that are being burned now in Spokane and other areas. So it's a very difficult time. When I woke up this morning and saw the beautiful sun and the blue sky, I knew the fires could not be out. I knew that we were in kind of an island of air. As a matter of fact, it's now later in the day, around 4 or 5 maybe, and the smoke is starting to return. So that's one of my big thanks. Another big thanks is to Rob, the Maritimer, for doing this Put Yourself Out There program for all of us. It's been a real learning experience. I've actually learned, I think, to look directly into the lens and look at you. But there's much more to it than that. I actually started this channel just a few days ago. Well, about the 13th, I think it was. So I've been on YouTube for just about 4 months now. And this is my second channel. And it's HOMO ANALOG. And my name is Peg. I'm 95. I started this channel, well, the first channel, as a legacy channel to celebrate, I was 94 then, to celebrate my 95th birthday and surprise my family with the gift of a YouTube legacy channel. And they were surprised, I have to say. I don't know if they were delighted or not, but they were surprised. And many of you celebrated that with me. So now I'm on my way to being a centenarian. I've been encouraging everybody who's the least bit interested to jump into YouTube, build a channel, and make your voices heard. We are facing a major crisis in our world, in our culture, in our evolution, I would say. And I'm identifying people like me who are grandmothers, great-grandmothers, and those who have not been swept into the world of screens. By screens, I mean the movie screens. Well, before it was radio, it was audio too, but movie screens, television, computers, and so on, up to AI. We need to make our voices heard. And actually, being a homo analog, I think, well, back up. I think of the others who have nothing but a life of screens as their orientation into how they see the world as Homo digitals. Now, these are not scientific terms at all. They're informational, something I dreamed up. But I think it does the job of indicating where you get your information. When you're making a major decision, how do you do that? Do you talk to a friend? Do you do somebody who's knowledgeable in the field that you're concerned about? Or do you go to AI for your information? These are questions that we all are facing. And what concerns me the most, really, is that humans have the capacity to intuit, to understand, it's built into them, it's in their DNA, to have the capacities to know when danger is coming. Animals have it, we have it. And my concern is that people will not realize how much capacity they actually have. I call it a sacred compass. And that guides us. It's guided our humanity for millennia. And now we're at, I think, a crossroads. So it's important to get voices on YouTube that speak to this concern. I kind of have to laugh when I think about it. If I call myself Peg, the Homo analog, that makes me Peg with the last initials of Ha. And I actually think laughing is an important part of life. And one of the things I miss the most about being a vintage person is the opportunity for laughing. However, the other day I realized and remembered that there's a laughing yoga. You don't have to find something funny. You can just laugh as a yoga exercise. Maybe we should spend some time doing that on this channel. Anyway, that's one of the things that I'm doing, to incorporate more laughter, and at a time when the world seems to be in crisis and going up in flames, at least in my neighborhood. And I have done Tai Chi in the past, but I haven't done it for 2 years. And the fact is that I've been doing so much of this technology stuff, the Homo Digital stuff, that I am just sitting far too much. I quipped the other day that maybe I should make a video of my exercises. What does a 95-year-old do for exercise? Well, I said it wasn't a pretty sight. It's a lot better if it's Tai Chi than my Chi machine and me getting up off the floor after using it. Anyway, we have to take care of ourselves. I'm going to be 100 years old in a few years here, and I don't want to be all crippled up. So I'm getting my act together and getting back into Tai Chi. Do any of you do that sort of thing? What do you do to keep your body in functionality? So besides thanking our Creator for this beautiful day and Rob for this opportunity to learn much more about how to get our voices out there, there's also the companionship. I want to thank the participants in this group, the Put Yourself Out There group. It's a marvelous group, and we're blessed to have it as an opportunity. So if you have the least inclination to be a creator, I want you to do that. It can't possibly be any harder for you than it is for me. And it's so worthwhile. Maybe you'll just do it for your family, a legacy channel, so that as your children, I have 10 great grandchildren. They're not asking me questions about what I did when I was young or anything about life when I was young. They have lives now that are so full. And anyway, that's not standard practice for most kids. But you can create a legacy channel for your family. Think about it. If I can do it, so can you. Well, I, I have to admit, there's times I really think seriously about quitting. I haven't yet, and I'm still sticking to it. But I do think about it. And the honest truth is, the only reason I don't is because I have been so blessed with so many opportunities in my life to be awake to the world, a homo analog, through dreams, through visions, through teachers, through the grace of God, I guess you would say, that I feel like I have a role that's needed here. And you are too. So please leave comments. I'm really interested in I'm not knocking AI. I could not be here. I'm not an opponent of it. It's that I'm concerned about how we use it and concerned that we need to realize what our marvelous capacities are before we lose them. Because picking up knowledge from AI is not increasing your wisdom. That's information. And some of them, I add, is not accurate. I've had enough experience now with AI that I really see big concerns. What are your concerns? Please leave your comments. I promise I will reply. I see this as a community. I hope this is this is a ground floor opportunity. So please, and I welcome you to join me here. See you later. Oh, subscribe if this is some kind of a fit for you. Thanks for sticking around. Bye-bye.